All right, this demo will take a look at enumerations in C#. And we're just going to use the sample that we had in our course content. In this case, we've created an enumeration called days. And we have days of the week: Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Again, note that the enum must end with a semicolon at the end of it. And one of the things that we didn't specifically cover in the course content, but it's important to note, when you declare an enumeration, it has to be outside of a method. So we cannot declare the enumeration inside the method. So we typically end up putting it in a class definition somewhere, and it almost acts like a global variable, if you will. So we've got the enum created up there for the days of the week. And what this demo is designed to show you is very quickly just to see how C# and the Common Language Runtime, or the .NET framework, represents the enumerations as numeric values. So we can convert them to a numeric value within our code. And this is exactly what we're going to do here. So we're setting up two integer variables, x and y, and we're going to assign the numeric representation of a couple of days in our enumeration by doing a casting. So we've got a cast indicator here, the data type, surrounded by the parentheses, which means that we will cast the value that days.Sunday represents to an integer value and assign it to the value x, or the variable x, and do the same thing for Friday in the variable y, and then we will output those numeric values in the console window. Let's see what that looks like. So as you can see, Sun equals 0, Fry equals 5, which tells us that we are looking at our enumeration similar to an array where our numbers start at 0. So Sunday represents the 0 position, and of course Friday would represent 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Again, remember that we have the ability to change that default. So if we said Sunday equals 1 and left it at that and came back and run our code again, you'll now notice that it says Sunday equals 1 and Friday equals 6. So we have changed the initial value of our enumeration by simply using this assignment statement here that says Sunday equals 1. So we start counting at 1 for whatever reason. We may decide to do that to indicate that Sunday is the first day of the week, rather than a 0. But again, this demo just quickly shows that we can create that enumeration and then internally represent those as numeric values. So that's your enum demo, and let's get ready for our next demo on structs.